Hey guys. Hi. Yes, talking to you. Have you considered subscribing yet? I do giveaways every single week. And if you subscribe, you get notified whenever I stream. Or you can just join my Discord, link in the description, to get notified whenever I stream as well. I do giveaways every single week on the weekends for about 3 million coins plus per time. So, it's always a good way to check it out. Alright, so I'm going to be going over damage pets. There's a lot in the game. A lot of damage pets. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So there are a bunch of different damage pets that you consider that will come to your mind as the best damage pet. Obviously, you have the Enderdragon Pet, the best pet in the game, because of its superior and it gives you a crap ton of stats. So that's obviously the best pet in the game. Then, of course, your second best pet, almost as good as the Dragon Pet, is the Jerry Pet. And that's 10 damage. That's like so much. It also gains a 50% chance to do regular damage, which is a lot. And it gains a 100% chance. And you're guaranteed to get a normal amount of drops. You can't get an under amount of drops, I guess. Then the next best pet is the Tiger. Or that's what you think. Tiger Pet is good. However, it is very costly. Max level costing 55 million. And a level 1 legendary costing 17 million. Another good pet is the Wither Skeleton Pet, but it costs 3 million for a level 1. So a lot less, but still quite expensive. However, there's a bunch of other pets that can be very good or better than all of those in damage comparison. So, I'm going to go do that. These pets, all of them I'm going to be talking about, go from early game to very end game if used correctly. So, I'm going to go in order from early game and progress up to the higher levels. So, the best early game pet is pretty obviously, in my opinion, B. It costs you almost nothing, 6,000 coins. Early game, you can get that in like, if you do the correct methods, like 3 minutes. Like, it's not that expensive at all. And it actually has decent stats. Gives you 30 strength, 50 intelligence, and 10 speed. The best possible damage pets only give you 50 intelligence or 50 strength at level 100, and so it's actually not bad at all. It's quite a good pet and very underrated for early game. The next pet I'm going to be going over, and I'll do damage tests at the very end, is surprisingly the flying fish pet. So first, I'm just gonna take into account like the Enderdragon Pet. It gives you 50 strength at level 100, and there's nothing buffing the strength. So it gives you 1 strength every 2 levels. Very good. It's just very good. That's the max stats you can get. And with the flying fish, flying fish, you get it has the same stats. You get 1 strength and 1 defense every 2 levels. Level 16, level 8 strength plus 8 defense. That's the same thing for the blue pets or any level of pets. Every 2 levels you gain 1 strength, 1 defense. That base stats doesn't matter on the level. So this is surprisingly good for your money because it doesn't cost a lot. Like a level 41 pet for level 50 costs 500k or less. That's very good, especially since it's better than almost any other damage pet in the game. Now, the Wither Skeleton at Epic Rarity, that's what I'm going to be comparing for most of these, is decently expensive. It costs 420 for level 1, so that's like, you could buy level 1 with the skeleton, or you could buy like 2 level 50 flying fish, or 1, and a level 60-ish costs about 2 to 1.5 million. So this is kind of expensive. I mean, compared to the other pets, like even this one for 6. Compared to other pets, this is pretty expensive, and it's still not the best. Tiger is absurdly expensive. A level 1, the cost of a level 1 legendary is, as soon as I find it, like 17 million, and the cost for like an epic or stuff, again, I'm basing this around like level 50 to 60, is about 800k, 450k, but that's for common. So I'm going to go for blue, so anywhere from 800k to millions of coins. So it's very expensive to get those damage pets. And again, I'm going to doing damage tests all at the very end to explain why. The best pet for endgame is the, I say surprisingly enough, in my opinion, the bee pet. The legendary bee pet has the ability where it grants you the same amount of strength and defense. You get 25% damage absorbed as, receives 25% damage as absorption, which is pretty good. I mean, that means every 1 in 4 times an enemy hits you, you gain a bunch of health. And this actually, I believe, can stack onto Tuxedo, because absorption health doesn't count as actual health. So that's actually a quite good pet. But the best part about this is the hive ability. If used correctly for doing endstone protectors or dragons or whatever, and every single one in your guild has one of these pets, 15 times 15, that's 225 strength and 300 intelligence, in addition to 50 intelligence, 30 strength, and 10 speed. There's no other possible pet in the game that will give you over 200 or even 100 stats of anything that's damage related. No pet will give you over 100% crit damage. Yet the bee pet will give you over 200 strength. And I'm going to compare all of them. So, with my level 61 with the skeleton pet in recombobulated spiked top potato booked lapis armor with a AOT D with not too fancy enchantment or anything, hitting a normal zombie with the skeleton pet, I deal almost 2,000, 21,000 health. Almost. Not quite there yet, but almost. So that's pretty good damage, but there's, again, a bunch of other damage pets. So now I'm going to compare the bee. This costs way less, and I deal about the same damage. 2,000, yeah, 20,000. That's not a lot of, that's almost the exact same amount of damage, and it's a bee pet. And bee pets are extremely cheap. Granted, that wasn't an early game qualification as a pet, because this wasn't common. But the stats don't matter between the speed, the strength, the intelligence doesn't matter between rarity. Legendary has the same speed, strength, intelligence as a common. So you could buy a common one of those for probably what, like 20k? Probably more like 50k, maybe 100k. Still, it's absurdly cheap to be better than a level 60 with a skeleton pet. That is absurd. So now I'm going to also do like that damage comparison against the tiger pet. So my tiger pet is level 57 and uncommon. I bought that just for this video. So with my bee pet, I deal 2,209 damage. 2,900 damage. About. With my tiger, I deal 21,100. Granted, the tiger cost me a lot more. The tiger cost me about 800,000, and And the bee pet cost me 100,000. Oh, sick! I leveled up in rotten flesh. But it costs the cost. It's over 10 times the cost to get the tiger pet, and it doesn't even do that much more damage. It does like 300 more damage. That's not a huge thing. So the bee pet arguably could be better than the tiger. They're about the same. So tiger and bee are about the same in cost, which is still absurd. And now we have the flying fish. So this is a level 66 flying fish. I'm comparing it to level 60 tigers and wither skeletons. So with a tiger pet, I did 21,100. With this, I do 21,600. Almost 21,700. So that's an increase of 500 damage, about. And that stacks up over time. But that's an increase of a good amount of damage. And it costs not a lot. It also is useful just if you want to fish, because it's not the best, but it's not a horrible fishing pet. It increases your speed by %. It gives you strength and defense when near water. And at max level, at level legendary, good math, English, it gives you a % stat boost to your diver set. I'm having difficulty speaking English today. It's still a very good pet. Now I'm going to go back to the point of the bee, just to prove how it is so broken. So I have about 23 strength with my epic flying fish. So without my flying fish, I deal 1,900, 19245, 19,245. With my fish, I do 20,900. So that's almost a 2,000 damage boost from 23 strength. And that's not even the best. I think that's % base. Like, if I was to do it to an Enderman, I think it would be more damage. So I'm going to go test that. Okay, so without my flying fish, to an Enderman, I deal, as soon as I get critical, I deal 24,300. So 24,400 almost. Yeah, 24,400. That's what I'm gonna call it. With my flying fish, I deal 26,000. So again, a 2,000 damage buff, which again is incredible for 23 strength. So that was the 23 strength, the buff from 23 strength. If I was to use a bee pet with 15 people around, level 100, also using a bee pet, I would get a crazy amount of 250 additional strength. So that'd be 10 times more damage. So essentially speaking, with this pet, I would be adding to my damage about 50,000 damage, which is very, very good to other things. And now you might be asking, okay, yes, the bee pet is good, as you say, whatever, but how are you ever going to find 15 other people that have a bee pet, and where would that ever come into play? Let's just say you have a high-end guild that you can trust. If you could come in and do, let's just say, dragons, and you all buffed each other, so everyone became super strong and powerful, and the people who placed the eyes for the dragons got first play damage, and while everyone else just leeched the dragon, making sure not to deal that much, but not to steal anyone's coins or dragon boots or whatever. But in trade for releasing the dragon, whoever the dragon eye people, whoever placed on the eyes, get half the frags that the other people who leeched get. Meaning that you would profit even more no matter what would happen. Because you'd have 15 people, warp it in. Let's just say you get superior. Let's just say you get leggings. That's a pretty normal drop. The leggings, I think, are about 15 million. I could be wrong. But I think about 15 million for superior. And then you have 12. Then you have 14 other people. But I'm just going to round up to 15. 15 other people who also deal damage. And because you're assuming all have level 100 legendary bees, all get good amount of damage. Every single person gets 4 frags who leeched. And you take half of those frags. So in total, there's 60 frags the entire guild got, in addition to whatever you got. And so you get half of that, meaning you would get about 30 frags. And superior frags go for about 200,000 each. So on a superior dragon, no matter what would happen, you would get a lot of money. Because just from the frags that you got from you guild members who were leeching, you got about 6 to 7 million coins from the frags, in addition to about 15 mil from the chest plate. So you'd be getting a lot more money no matter what dragon you do. You'd be getting about 30 frags in addition to whatever you get per dragon. So if it's strong dragon, you get chest plate. Chest plate goes for about 1 million coins. You made up for your profit because, let's just say you're placing 2 eyes. You spend about 1.2 million for the eyes, and you got 1 million from the strong chest plate. However, in addition to that, you got 30 frags, which is almost the cost of boots. And I feel like the frags for strong, again, strong, you could get other dragons that are a lot less profitable. But right now, you're only losing like 100 to 200,000. But you would be getting 30 of whatever frag. So let's just say it's strong. You'd be getting 30 of them. So you'd be getting 500,000, and you'd make profit. Everyone in your guild also makes profit because they get to leech dragons, and a bunch of them, and you make profit because you get to do dragons and take the frags from your guild members. So you all make a bunch of money and be happy. Because even if you don't get that good of a dragon, granted strong is the best dragon, but if you get a old dragon, which you really can't make profit on no matter what, like there's like no chance unless you get an AOTD or a scale or a horn, or not a horn, claw, you'd still be getting 30 frags from your teammate, so you'd be getting 80,000, which is not a lot, but still stuff. And whatever you get, let's just say you got a chest plate, you'd still be making you still make no money if you get old or unstable or protector. However, if you get wise, but that's actually pretty good odds, because if you get wise, you make money, because 30 frags, you automatically get 300,000 plus the chest plate, which goes for about 800,000. So you automatically not make profit, but you don't lose any profit, and it's beneficial for everyone. Everyone in your guild makes money. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and find it helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure to leave a like down below. Check out some of my other videos. I make cool content, and yeah, you can check out for the giveaways. Discord link in the description, or just subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.